with this kind of issue?
Okay, let me give you an example of Zimbabwe, for example, because I want us to look at it holistically so that it's not just a South African thing, right? Zimbabwe, same country where there's millions of their people here in the country, currently has about 14 South Africans in a maximum security prison who are kept there because they didn't have the correct documents, right? So if the minister and all these other presidential government people are being frank in the conversation of migration, why are you not calling Zimbabwe to account for your own people that are in Zimbabwe for the very same reason your people who are Zimbabweans are here? Because they claim they have human rights when they come here. So that's our biggest problem. The minute someone sets foot in South Africa, they know their human rights take precedence over everything. And then they bring children here. When we spoke to the Department of Social Development, because I told you we've been at this. Social Development says now they've got a new thing of just bringing their children. So there's not enough space for South African children who are orphans or who need places, because they now have to follow up on all these cases of unknown children that they bring here, because when they find them, they demand for the children to be documented. Now, when the children become documented, it makes it easier for the parents to get South African documents as well. So this is the problem that we find with the country, is that one, the laws of the country are the main reason why people come here. Zimbabwe doesn't have too strict borders, if I can say. But you don't see South Africans crossing into Zimbabwe. You know why? Because we know when we get to the Zimbabwean side of things, their laws are strict. Their government doesn't care whether your human rights are pink, orange, and green. Their laws take precedence over everything. We don't have that system in our country. We've got a government that prioritizes everything else besides their own laws.
Yeah, I hear you, but do you think that you, right, as the civil society groupings that are pushing this particular issue and government are speaking past each other?
But you see, Jay,
before we go into the details of the solution.
But I'm trying to tell you that there's nothing that we can do if we have done all these consultations, done all these things with government. I mean, I'm telling you, there's very few departments that we haven't spoken to, written to, asked for meetings with, etc. The government has decided.
You've given up.
No, we'll never give up.
No, in terms of engaging government, because other ones.
That's exactly what I'm saying. We'll never give up. We'll never give up. If national government won't listen, there's provincial governments, there's local government structures as
the
well.
Minister of Police. Sorry, I need to give my police.
Oh, you're giving Kacha. You're talking about Kachalia now.
Yeah, Kachalia says at the briefing on the 30th, says he's very concerned about the fact that you said you're going to march until the local government elections, and he was raising the issue about this thing being politically contaminated, right?
Did we say we'll march until the local government elections, or even until we win?
There was somebody in the audience, it was a press conference, who asked what's going to be next, and they said no, there's going to be a march every Thursday until November.
Yeah, we've got operations every Thursday. They have nothing to do with local government. Those will carry on even after local government.
But the point I'm making is I want you to address the issue of political
interference.
Maybe interference or association, because you've just announced that you are supporting a mayoral candidate.
That's not what I said. I gave a message of support to Action SA. I didn't say I'm endorsing this person, vote for this person. I think people don't listen to messaging and then interpret it the way that they want to interpret it.
What is the reality?
The reality is we gave Action SA a message of support as one of the organizations and political parties that always... What about MK? Same with MK, and we'll do the same for the IFP. We'll do the same for the NFP.
Also, you have a set of political organizations,
and we announced this. We announced this on the 30th. We even named them.
Who are the lucky ones?
Political. They're not lucky. They just have made a stand, and that stand is in alignment with the issue of illegal immigration. So every single political party that is in alignment with the issue of illegal immigration and has been marching with us when we march is a political party we're definitely going to be aligning with. Because it doesn't make sense to feel like when we need them to march with us, they come and then when we want to send a message of support, it becomes
You
something
don't-
that it's
yeah.
not. It doesn't make sense, because the same people that are marching with us have their own political parties. We're not a
Yeah.
political party.
You started this
remember?
on Facebook.
Yes.
Are you arguing that this is organic? And I'm coming back to the issue of funding.
Yes,
there's been
I
a
knew
lot
you
of
would ask
discussion
that.
about
I knew you would
who
ask that.
funds you
Yes.
and what have you. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of civil society
Yes.
organizations that are not funded by too many people, and there are some who are overfunded. I
Funded,
mean,
yeah.
if you look at AfriForum,
Definitely.
they are funded. They are even building a university.
Exactly.
Tell me a little bit about
Exactly.
that.
So, when people say you are funded, I always ask them, what do
Yeah.
we need funding for?
Mm.
Because firstly, t-shirts, people who wear our t-shirts, they buy them.
Okay.
People who go and come to our marches, they organize themselves, they pay buses, we don't pay for them.
Yeah.
The only time we'll ever do anything is when there's an operation somewhere and the people say, guys, we want to go there, we've spoken
So you
with
don't
the
have a
police.
full-time operation as much and much like an office with people who are
No, we
working,
don't.
who
No, we
must
don't.
organize.
No, we don't.
So it's not your job.
No, it's mobile.
What's your job every day? No, I'm just curious. I mean, do you have a consultancy?
JJ,
you
there's
sell
life
something?
outside of March and March. There's me,
Yeah.
where I do my own things on
Yeah.
the side that have nothing to do with
Yeah.
March and March.
Yeah.
And then there's March
So
and
you
March.
don't need a job. You are fully funded. You are fully engaged in the economy.
I do have work that I do on the side.
Yeah, but what do
I
you
do.
promote? What are you do? Are you a consultant?
No,
Or-
I farm.
Oh, serious?
Yes.
With what?
I farm and I have an
cabbages.
event, and like I said, I have an events company since the year
Okay.
2004 actually. So I've had 2014 actually. Why am I
Okay.
lying?
No, that's interesting.
So I've had
Yeah.
an events company since
Okay.
2014. I've done a lot of events in my community as well.
Okay.
With the same company, and
Yeah.
I still, there's life outside of March and March, but March and March is not going to depend on me.
Yeah.
So whether
But
I'm
there's
there
an
or not,
organization called March and
Yes.
like a board.
Yes.
So you are the president of March
I'm
and
not a president. There's no
Coordinator or
president.
even-
No, I'm just
I'm
a
just trying to
founder. I'm
understand
just a
you.
founder. That's all.
Founder and CEO.
No, there's no CEO.
Founder only.
We're an NPC.
Yeah, but MPCs have boards. You have
Yeah,
a board?
that's
Who's
what
on your board? Because
that's
someone
what we're
knows
doing
Jacinta
now.
and,
No, you don't know
Tagati.
much. We have a communications person who's
Yeah.
heading our Tagati is not much and much. You're just being spicy. Right now you're just being spicy. Sure. But Tagati
Yeah.
has Insizwa Nobzizwa, that's
Yeah.
his organization
Oh, I
that
see.
he does on the side.
So it was just a collaboration.
It
around
wasn't
the
a
30th.
collaboration. When we have March and March and we invite anyone and everyone to march,
Yeah.
nobody is restricted. Even you can come and march. And the
Serious?
day we march,
They won't chase me away.
Who's going to chase you for what? We've been marching everywhere in the country, every single province.
Yeah.
Western Cape, they march every Thursday, every Saturday without fail.
Yeah.
You know?
Can you just give me one word on Pan-Africanism? Because obviously we cannot, we have, this continent is under siege. I mean, if you look at just the inter-Africa trade as opposed to European trade, I mean, inter-Africa trade is not even 15%, despite all the efforts, despite the AU existing and what have you. The SADC was looking at yesterday that they're saying it's the 46th summit. So next
But
year
you
is going to
see,
be a 47th
But
summit.
it's exactly why I have a problem with us as people.
Mm.
You know, because we've got leaders that will sit there for 50-something years as deadwood, doing nothing for the people, not growing the economy, not even building a single road. When they build a road, it's 10 million rand for a road.
Yeah.
And they know that they're only benefiting, that economy of that country is only benefiting a few. But when those SADC leaders sit together, they don't confront each other about those issues.
Yeah.
It's a window dressing session where we all want to look good in front of the world.
But
because
if you're
we're
a
signing
president of this
agreements.
country, would you argue for African integration as far as economy
There's
is
nothing
concerned?
wrong with African integration.
Yeah.
We're all for African integration. We're all for us visiting each other,
Yeah.
loving each other, going. But I'm saying it cannot be a one-way street, JJ.
Yeah.
And if Zimbabwe is falling apart, because remember, the influx of Zimbabweans happened in 2008
Yeah.
when their economy was falling apart. Then 2010 happened with the World Cup. Then God knows everyone now where it came, the same way they're doing now in
Yeah.
other European countries. You come to watch the World Cup, then you discover you've got a skill that you didn't know that you had before you come to South Africa, because the country is so open for everyone.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I'm saying, that Pan-Africanism needs
Yeah.
to be Pan-Africanism.
Yeah.
It must not interfere with immigration laws of other countries.
Do you admit, though, that there may be a blurring of lines in your campaign in terms of not distinguishing between foreigners and illegal foreigners?
There's no blurred lines. It's because You listen to 10 other people and
Yeah.
you don't listen to me when I speak. When I speak, I've never said anything about all foreigners leaving the country. So when other people speak and they say other things,
but I'm saying you admit that there may be a blurring
No,
of lines.
that's what I'm
because
saying.
If
It's
people
that-
go into a
but-
community
but
and start
that's-
chasing out
but
people
then, you see,
and
that's
saying,
exa-
give me a
this is
paper.
exactly, JJ,
Yeah.
this is exactly where I'm bringing you to.
Mm.
That, as you said, there was Dudula before March and
Yes,
March.
yes.
There's several other organizations that we found when we started March and
Yeah.
March. Several that were already on the ground, that are still on the ground.
Mm.
Then there's a combination of a community that's already disgruntled.
Yeah.
Because you
I
are
see.
tired of foreign nationals. We are this and that. So when we come in, we package the whole thing correct. Because trust and believe me, I don't know how many times people have said to me, "Hi, Skatele, you and this matching. Tina sifuna ukubashaya manje la bantu sifuna ukuba," you know. And I have to say, guys, no.
Yeah.
But think about it.
But that's the blurring I'm
yes,
talking about.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But this is where we come
But
in.
you think you have managed it well?
We have.
Okay.
We would never have had that many
peaceful
matches
yes.
happening in the country if
Yeah.
we didn't manage it well.
No,
Trust
absolutely.
and
I think
believe
that
me.
surprised
Because
many people.
trust me,
Yeah.
everyone was speaking violence. We'd never spoken about violence. I kept on saying this.
Yeah.
Where are you guys getting this idea that we're
Of
going
violence.
around being violent? Yes, there are communities
Yeah.
that have nothing to do with us. Our people.
Are you saying there were no agent provocateurs in your
No.
matches?
Our people.
Yeah.
Trust and believe. We workshop our people in every single province. We have workshops. We teach them about the law because that is why we find ourselves
And you're
here.
doing this all from the goodness of your heart.
I'm doing this for the goodness of
Of
my
the country.
children.
All right.
Because
Okay,
they
just-
still have to live in this country. Whether
Jacinta.
your children, JJ,
Yeah.
are rebels or whatnot, at the end of the day, if
How
the
my
country,
children?
I'm just making an example.